Everest, Sagarmatha, Chomolungma, the goddess mother of the world.
When I was young, I dreamed of climbing Everest.
Everest is a dream mountain for many people, but it's also my dream to see people on the summit of Everest. My name is Lakpa Sherpa. I was born in the bottom of Mount Makalu, which is a very remote area. I get into the mountaineering in 2008, but not the climbing guide as a porter. Then from 2010, I become a climbing guide. Everest means like a god for me. I have summited Everest 9 times. Now I run the company, 8K Expeditions. For me, to become the biggest expedition company is not my goal. I need to give back to the community. I need to keep the mountain clean. I'm very happy and proud that this year Yangchhen Sherpa, my sister, are also going to climb Everest, and I have a lot of female climbers from different world, different country. So I'm very excited.
Yangchhen Sherpa was born in the village of Chimading in the Everest region. She grew up in a family with a legacy in tourism and mountaineering.
I think, the mountaineering is in my DNA, it's in my blood.
Yangchhen has trained extensively for Everest, climbing peaks like Mera Peak and Amadablam. Her inspirational journey began as a guide, rising to a leadership role at 8K Expeditions. Yangchhen believes that women can achieve incredible heights in the mountains. She is determined to empower women all over the world.
I want to tell women that they're capable of anything. They can, they can dream big, they can achieve big. And the only thing is you need to be bold enough, strong enough to believe in yourself.
The journey to Everest Base Camp begins with an 8-day trek from Lukla, pausing each night in villages along the trail. Thousands of climbers and trekkers follow this route each year, joined by porters, mules and yaks carrying vital supplies.
So it takes around a month, maybe more than 1 month, which is quite challenging, because not just bring here. Then I need to set up the best camp to make sure every member dining, the communication tent, toilet, the shower, and then a member sleeping tent and the kitchen, everything make sure to set up well before my team member arrived.
Everest Base Camp is impressively large, taking almost an hour to walk from one end to the other. It sits on the Khumbu glacier, next to the Khumbu Icefall, surrounded by towering peaks. For about 2 months each spring, hundreds of climbers, guides and staff live here. Clients of 8K Expeditions are well looked after during the expedition.
Here in the base camp of Everest, we have those big tents. See, you have enough space for everything, from your duffel bags, your gear, and of course you have a very big mattress, so you can have a good night.
The heart of the 8K Expeditions camp is the coffee tent. Here, climbers catch up with friends, enjoy a hot drink and cake, or simply relax. Meals are prepared fresh daily, catering to all dietary requirements, international tastes, and special requests.
We have food menu, so we can choose what to eat. And this is very nice, So we stay here talking, drinking. When we are in expedition, we need to hydrate a lot. And this is very important for us. And also we have energy. So if you want to charge our mobiles, power banks, everything, that's the place.
A puja is a sacred ceremony asking the mountain for safe passage. It honors the mountain and weaves the team together in unity. The ceremony ends with the tossing of special flower called tsampa into the air for good luck, before giving way to music, song and dance in joyful celebration. The Khumbu Icefall is the first major obstacle on the route to Everest's summit. A constantly shifting river of ice, it creaks and collapses daily, sending ice avalanches down its flanks. Climbers must pass through this maze several times, each crossing carrying real risk. High-altitude Sherpas, establishing higher camps and carrying food and oxygen, face even greater danger as they cross the icefall far more often.
So normally Khumbu Icefall, we are crossing in the night time because less risk of about the icefall collapsing, sometimes avalanche risks. That way we are most of the time we will climb in night time, early morning.
To prepare climbers for the Khumbu Icefall, 8K Expeditions IFMGA guides conduct essential training on ice at the base camp. While climbers practice their skills, a dedicated team of Sherpas, known as the Icefall Doctors, establish the route through the Khumbu Icefall. They secure the path with ropes and place ladders across the most treacherous crevasses and walls of ice, making it possible for the climbers to pass.
Before coming here, I read a lot about Khumbu Icefall. It was very terrifying account. But the reality was very different. Here, it was much more easier than I thought. Like the fear was just an illusion. I think it's my mindset that made it more easier. The teamwork, because we had our team backing up, looking at us, helping us, and which made it much more easier than I thought.
It takes around 7 hours to climb through the icefall to reach the relative safety of Camp 1. At 6,100 meters, this is the first camp where climbers spend the night above base camp during their acclimatization. 8K Expeditions is among the first teams to establish Camp 1 each season.
Most of the operators don't have a dining or kitchen there. Only few company able to set up camp there for the, let's say, dining kitchen, which means a lot of hot water, tea, coffee, and many other things. Better service, yeah.
The climb continues over the western Khum, a vast glacial valley surrounded by some of the tallest mountains on Earth. Despite high altitude, it can get extremely hot here, forcing climbers and high-altitude workers to move slowly through the immense space. Located directly below the steep wall of the Lhotse face, Camp 2 serves as the main base for acclimatization before moving higher on Everest. Here, 8K Expeditions maintains a fully established camp with kitchen facilities, communications and sleeping tents to support their climbers.
So yeah, Camp 2 is almost like a base camp. You have a good dal bhat there, the food are good.
Camp 2 marks the starting point for the Everest summit push. Oxygen supplies are stored here, carried up by the Sherpa team, enough for every climber's summit attempt.
To be honest, the facilities here in 8K, they really made a good impression on me. It's like they have proper facilities for dining, even the tents that we have, even toilets. You don't have to go toilet in the nature. So everything is really proper, I would say. Yeah, I'm happy I chose 8K.
Before any climber can move higher, a skilled team of Sherpa guides must fix the rope all the way to the summit. This season, 8K Expeditions is responsible for rope fixing on both Everest and Lhotse. It is one of the most demanding jobs in high-altitude mountaineering. The fixing team climbs without the safety of a rope in place, carrying heavy coils of rope and anchors, often breaking trail through deep snow at over 8,000 meters. It is an immense responsibility. Every climber depends on these ropes, but also a source of pride for the team. Before climbers can advance, the higher camps must be established.
To set up the Everest camp is the hardest job for the Sherpa guides or the guides. You know, you need to work in a team. You need to have very good weather.
Safety is a cornerstone of 8K expeditions. In the event of an emergency, the company has rescue helicopters on standby, as well as extra Sherpa support on the mountain. One of the founders of 8K expeditions, Lakpa Sherpa, coordinates all rescue operations from Kathmandu. Climbers begin using supplemental oxygen between camps 2 and 3, ascending the steep Lhotse face. Rising at 40 to 50 degrees, the Lhotse face stretches nearly a kilometer with no ledges for rest, a relentless climb. Reaching Camp 3 at 7,200 meters is a relief. Here, 8K Expeditions has already set up a well-prepared camp for climbers' final rest before the summit push.
Without Sherpas, we are zero. They are the heroes of the mountains. They do a very hard work they do. When we are not, before reaching to Camp 3, all the camps are set up for our luxury, to get our rest for a proper one.
The next morning, the climb continues up the Lhotse face. Passing the Yellow Band and Geneva Spur, climbers finally reach Camp 4 in the so-called death zone. Here, the 8K Expeditions Sherpa team has transported oxygen, food and tents. Guides prepare simple meals like noodle soup before the climbers set off on summit night.
Around 6-7 p.m. in the evening, you need to start from Camp 4 to the summit push. Then once the climber reaches the summit, then back to Camp 4, and basically my strategy is make sure they descend to Camp 3 at least, or Camp 2.
With a strategy in place, climbers set out into the night. A sunrise on Everest feels as though the whole world awakens around you. But above 8,500 meters, in strong winds and freezing temperatures, every step tests even the strongest climbers. Reaching the south summit demands enormous effort. Yet the true summit lies 2 hours ahead, along a narrow ridge past the Hillary Step. At this altitude, success is never guaranteed. The weather can shift suddenly, and luck can make the difference between life and death. Under the watchful eye of their 8K expedition guides, climbers finally step onto the summit of Everest, the highest point on Earth. Reaching the top of the world rarely brings a single emotion. For some, it is joy, excitement and relief. For others, dreamlike gratitude and awe. At 8,848 meters, the summit is only a small dome of snow and rock, yet the Himalaya stretch endlessly in every direction. The world below feels distant, almost unreal. The strong wind is a reminder that the summit is not the end, but only halfway on a dangerous journey back.
Summit is optional. Descending is very important. So no matter what it is, you need to be descend, to Camp 2, base camp and back to home.
The descent requires absolute focus. 80% of fatalities on Everest occur on the way down. It takes 2 more days to return to base camp, where the 8K Expeditions team greets climbers with a hot drink and a warm embrace. Back in Kathmandu, the team gathers to celebrate and reflect.
For those who didn't submit this year, we definitely try to do the best deal for them for next climb, and we try our best to make success for the next trip.
Returning home safely is already a victory. And for some, this season's retreat is a preparation for another chance.
You never say never.
Everest is never climbed alone. The Sherpas remain the backbone and the soul of every climb, with safety at the heart of 8K expeditions. In the end, the mountain is already within you. So keep believing and keep climbing.